I'm Azrienoch, this is XDA TV, and you probably don't know it, but tonight at midnight, Friday, turns into a pumpkin. It's week 13 of 2011, and if you like the dandy little jingle in the intro enough to set it as your ringtone, you can. Just download it from our composer's website. Also from XDA TV this week, yours truly, I don't really like that, yours falsely, made an appearance on the Android ROM Rundown, which some would argue just made the world a little bit more ugly. Chad Hughes gave us a rundown on Cyanogen Mod 7 and the Gingerbread MIUI ROM. On XDA Insider, Grilled Cheese interviewed FTGG99, who heads up Farbot Mobile, to talk about some apps they offer and are working on. And I hear that XDA TV is planning something in the near future, so keep your eyes out for that. Last bit of site news, the XDA Forum app for Windows Phone 7 came out, so get it. Also for Windows, a user named Leon Zhao gave birth to a precious hybrid child, part Bing, part Google, called Bingle. I would hate to be that kid growing up. Congratulations are in order, but actually this makes me sad. I used to use Google Maps on my MyTouch 3G, and then I started using Bing on my HD2. I hated Bing, and I'm sad because nobody tried this before I went back to Android. Navigating using Bing was impossible because the map didn't turn, just a little arrow. So I had to know my right from my left and know which was a clockwise or counterclockwise turn. And yes, I'm serious about not knowing my right from my left. It's a real problem. I have to think about it for a while. My next tattoo is going to be an L and an R. Or no, an R and an L. Damn it. Lastly for Windows, a user named Bonebreaker reposted a guide by Chris5105077. And made a video explaining how to get Nodo update through Zune. And the Dark Forces team made a video showing the Nodo update on the HD2. For Android this week, HTC released the source code for the Thunderbolt kernel, so keep an eye out for all sorts of new exciting developments in that forum. Also, Cyanogen Mod 7 Release Candidate 3 was released. We all know and love Cyanogen Mod, but if you need something a little fresher, a little newer, or you're thinking, you know what? Cyanogen Mod 7, then I recommend you try a different ROM, like the 4th release candidate for Cyanogen Mod 7, which also came out this week. Now, if you're like me and you don't know how to code, but you'd like to create apps, you've probably tried Google's App Inventor. But it's tough to get the apps off your phone and into the marketplace. So, a user named Kashi, I call him my lord, my savior, created a program that automates the whole process. You just run it. It's done. For my first app, I'm working on the world's first virtual flea circus, because I'm a visionary like that. Practical. Always trying to do what makes sense. Next, because so many people demanded she make a return appearance, my girlfriend is going to try her hand at the app review, and if she does well, we'll make her stick around. Her name is Bob.
Hi, I'm Sassy Bob, and I'm going to review M-Widget by Nox Coder. Basically, it's like DevMill's minimalistic text, except you make everything in one widget instead of a bunch of them. It is still in beta, and using it can be a little tricky, so I'm going to show you how to make this clock. First, I'm going to And there we go. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I can't pay attention to a word she says either. Last thing for this week, DBZ Fanatic posted an article summarizing a fight he was in about whether one-click rooting or manual rooting was better. And somebody said that manual rooting, when you can one-click, is for snobs. One-click rooting lets more people use XDA services. And I agree. Why buy a $100 bottle of wine when a $10 box of wine will get you drunk a lot faster? That is, why would you buy the bottle when you can buy the box unless you're a snob? Actually, manual rooting is much more thorough and stable, so I'm not a snob. Fine, you're not a snob. And that's the moral of the news this week. They're not snobs. They're nerds. Nerd is the technological word for snob. I tell you this on behalf of all the grammar snobs out there. Again, I'm Azrienoch, and this is XDA TV.